36 to 27. You look at the stat sheet and you see neither team shooting that well. But 23 to 20 in rebounds, I didn't expect that for Rutgers.
And you also keep in mind, Al, that Mike Frieswick and Mark Macon are 5 for 16. So let's chat a little bit about a couple things that are going to be coming up in just a moment.
Okay, we'll be right back. (36 to 27) is what we got here. Rutgers on top of the Temple Owls. We'll take a look at some statistical information at the halftime. The only thing that really counts is what's up there on the board, but sometimes you can see on the stats whether it tells the story of the first half or not.
Can't look very good for either club, Al. We talked about it, 37-36 in shooting, and boy, oh boy, 13 for 32, 38%, and Rutgers 12 for 32%. Holy smokes. Temple Owls 0 for 2 at the foul line, or three-point area, I'm sorry, and 2 for 11 from three-point area.
And the bounce we said was 24 to 20, which is surprising a little bit because the turnover is also very surprising because Temple, as Don indicated, gets about 9 a game in the last 3 seasons average. So this has been Rutgers' first half, no question about it, and certainly not what it was like in McGonigal Hall, a completely different game there.
No question about that. Temple came out and just dominated the game inside, although neither club shot particularly well in that first game. Rutgers shot 42%. The Temple Owls shot 55% for the ballgame. There's Tommy Savage right there. As you take a look at the young man that played for Emil Wandishin and led the Ewing Blue Devils to a couple of state championships and was the most valuable player in that state championship. But Temple put the ball in now, this time going right to left.
Mike Frieswick and Mark Macon, Dwayne Coswell, Ernest Pollard, and Mick Kilgore.
See whether they change the style now and get the ball inside and try to get Rutgers into some quick foul trouble.
There it goes.
Oh.
Tipped, however.
8th turnover.
Rutgers anticipating very well. Carter with the ball. Datica. Number 12 is Ward. Datica's got double figures, right? The only one of the ball game so far. Savage 1 for 11. 1 for 12. Frieswick anticipating the rebound.
Boy, Tommy Savage, who would think that Rutgers would be up 36-27 with Tommy Savage shooting as poorly as he shot in this ball game tonight.
Kilgore didn't want the three. Look underneath. See how they're collapsing on Coswell. No entry pass here at all.
This is what happens with a young club. Then pretty soon you find nobody wants to shoot the ball, and you wind up with just Mark Macon and Mike Frieswick taking the shots.
Well, Macon, and he got fouled on the play. Personal foul against Anthony Duckett. I think Macon might have been straight arming here too.
Let's take a look now, as it'll be the second on Duckett going inside, and so getting his first shot. We talked about that shooting percentage in the first. Got away a little bit with that left arm. At the same time, Anthony Duckett picking up his second personal foul.
At the line for one, Macon. Let's see. The Owls were 0 for 2 in the first half at the line.
That was Sean Randolph, I believe, had both of those shots on the sheet.
Macon is a 77% free throw shooter, and we got a 36-30 ball game.
And Temple is a very, very good foul shooting team to be shot out at the line. They shoot it at 72.8% overall.
See if they're a little more aggressive on the defensive end. 6 points down, the Owls. Scarlet Knights, alley-oop inside. Did not work. Kilgore now brings it out. Looking for Coswell. Oh, underneath. Frieswick. A block by Duckett. And here comes Datica. Tried to shake and bake. This time he wasn't buying.
Boy, Duckett had 2 big blocks. The one on Macon in the first half, and that Mike Frieswick appeared to be all alone right there and had it blocked.
Turnover. Ward tried to go up, bounced off his knee, and here comes Macon. Against a 2-3 zone. Frieswick sees the opening and takes it.
Tommy Savage wanted a foul right there. He just said something to the official. He went by Dick Lynch. He was knocked touched down a little bit on the play. He thought he'd get a foul call, didn't get it.
Braithwaite cans the 2. 17 minutes and change. It's a 4-point ball game. Braithwaite with 8. There's a drive or a block. Which is it going to be? It's going to be the block against Randolph. The reason I say a drive is because when Savage goes, he drops the shoulder. John Chaney, see, he's thinking the same thing. Is he charging? When you drop that shoulder, ordinarily you get called for the charge. You can hear it.
St. Joe 21, West Virginia 18 early in that game in Morgantown. There's
block
a block
by Coswell off the shot by Ward. The Owls have never led the ball game. Got behind 5-0. We're down by 14 at one point. Braithwaite.
Starting to fill it up a little bit now.
Right now, yeah. 2 points down. Braithwaite with 10. Now the crowd trying to get the Scarlet Knights up.
See how Temple has extended their defense out a little bit. They're coming out now challenging.
1 for 12, 13, and a foul.
Duckett, third.
Yep.
That's his third. How about that? He picks up 2 quick fouls to start the second half. Second team foul against Rutgers. There you get a good look at Duckett as he walks down. You saw Bob Wenzel, who has really turned this program around. Once again, if you're just joining us, he got his 100th college victory on Monday night against St. Joe at the Fieldhouse, 76-74. Braithwaite 0 for 4 at one point. Savage 1 for 14 at one point. So neither of the shooters have really had much of a night to start off with.
Rutgers now coming a little bit further out at about 20-25 feet, leaving, which surprises me a little bit. Hey, Coswell intercepted by Ward. Savage, no. Datica, yes. Good 3. 39-34. Takes a little bit of the pressure off. 12.
14 points for Datica.
14 for Datica. All right. And a timeout? What's it going to be?
Timeout.
Timeout. 16-14 remaining in the ball game. Rutgers 39. Temple 34. 39-34. Looking at the Scarlet Knights bench and assistant coach.
There's Mr. Jordan right there, who was
Yes,
a great college player here, great NBA player. Eddie Jordan returning. And of course, at halftime, there's the steal. How about that?
Datica. Still at the inbounds. Datica's got 15 points and it's 41-34. And a turnover.
How about that? The Owls cut it to 2, and then Rutgers runs off 5 in a row. 3 points by Datica, 2 points by Datica, 10 turnovers on the Owls.
Kilgore, I think a piece of that. Yep, no question about it. Duckett got a piece of it. Could have been a travel. Loose ball. What do we got here?
Datica and Kilgore not too happy here.
Wanted to talk about it. And they're going to call a foul. Oh, and Wenzel is beside himself.
I think they called a technical, too, on Bob Wenzel, I believe. I think we're going to get both. We're going to get the foul and the technical on Bob Wenzel. And we can tell you here that St. Joe leads or trails by a point, 22-21 in Morgantown, West Virginia at halftime. West Virginia 22 and St. Joe 21. There's the replay. Now the scramble. You see the ball go loose. You really don't see as they sort of grab each other. Maybe we'll check it up just at the end here. And now here comes Murph Shapiro in, and he separates the 2 players. Datica unhappy. And
I think what happened, Datica wrapped his arm around his throat is what happened, and he took umbrage with it.
Yeah, he called an intentional foul. That's what happened, which meant 2 shots in the ball, and then the technical foul came on the bench after that. So this could be a very, very costly penalty for Rutgers.
But he's getting all of his money's worth. Kilgore, 73% free throw shooter, misses like an exhibition here. Everybody standing around this guy just taking free throws.
Braithwaite will get the technical fouls, I would assume. He's the best foul shooter on the ball club by far, Mike Braithwaite. And as Kilgore goes 1 for 2, and now Mike Braithwaite will step to the line. And Mike just an outstanding free throw shooter at 87.5%, 77 out for 88. He's only missed 11 all year.
41-36, 41-37. Within 4, they get the basketball.
How about that for a turnaround?
I guess Datica was trying to keep Mick from getting the basketball the hard way.
12 points for Mike Riesmick, very quietly coming back now. There's a three-pointer, Kilgore.
It's good. Whoa. There it is now. It's 41-40. And the Owls are coming back. 6 points in a row.
7 points for Mike
Within
Kilgore.
one. Closest they've been. 15-26 and counting. Savage made one today. He's made two.
That's his spot. That really is his spot. He can live right there with that 12-14 footer. He's got 8 points. Pressure again.
Coswell, Rieswick, they broke the press once it gets to Macon. 43-40, Kilgore, no. Good defensive play by Sean Randolph. Ball belongs, however, in this case, to the Scarlet Knights.
Now, fundamentally, Sean Randolph is really one of the soundest fundamental players to come into the Temple program. Boxing out, does all the little things. The only unfortunate part about it is about 2 inches too short to be up front.
You know, he couldn't get the rebound, so he just kind of broke it loose. Savage on a penetration, lost the handle. On the line, goes back to the Knights.
Jerry Dunahee had that call. John Chaney unhappy about that one.
That was a good call.
Yep.
Rutgers by 3 with the basketball. And the guy that's doing it tonight, Rich Danica. Bouncing it around. He's out there with Craig Carter. They swing it over to Duckett. Savage, no.
How about there? Carter in there posting up. Now he comes back out on top.
Savage one more time. Long rebound to Rieswick, who's playing the right place at the right time. And the Owls can tie with a three-pointer. Seem to be somewhat in control right now. Knocked away. Beautiful defensive play. I think Anthony Duckett gets that one.
Really.
Hello there.
Absolutely converged on those three players.
Macon open. Kilgore. Inside open. Randolph. What's the call? Travel? Travel. All ball.
He had the right idea. He just put the ball on the floor one time. 11 turnovers now against the Temple Owls. That's 2 over their average. And look at John Chaney, Michael Harden on his right, Jim Maloney on his left.
You know, that's reflex. You tell him, don't. Just take it straight to the hole, but no one can. Call inside, technical. A little pushing and shoving going on.
Jim Maloney.
Now the tee is on Jim Maloney.
Yep.
Who is right next to John Chaney out of our picture. At least we think it's Jim Maloney.
Yeah, it's going to be on Jim. Here it is. Well, they just called it on the bench, but I think Jim Maloney got this one.
And Danica will go to the line. He's got 16 points. He's got 17 points. He's having a heck of a night.
83%.
This is the kid, Elmwood, New Jersey. State scoring champion in high school at 33.45 a game.
Really had tough luck coming up here to Rutgers, and recruited by Craig Littlepage. And first that fracture in the left foot, then the fracture in the right foot. Had a red shirt for a complete year last year, and now back and really playing very well.
13:45 remaining, 45-40. The Knights keep hanging in there. The Owls got to within one.
Well over his average. He only averages 12.5 points a game. He's over that tonight.
Here's Danica for 3. Good! He's burning them. 21. Coswell broken away by Carter and kicked away finally by Ward.
How about that? Ward kicked the ball
I tell you,
out.
Dwayne's going to have to grab out of that basketball and hold it. Here it is. Now you hold on to that basketball and you make sure that's it. 48-40 now.
Can't hold it out like a grapefruit.
No, sir. It looks like they want to go inside, but nothing doing, so they bring it out.
I'll tell you, Bob Wetzel has really done a great job preparing his team defensively. Look at what they're doing. Look at the booking. Duckett and Coswell just screaming in there.
He's got position. Didn't take it. Didn't go to his right. Had the opportunity. Macon whacked. Yes, he'll take 2.
Tommy Savage will pick that one up. First personal foul, which is unusual. Tom picks up personal fouls, and Macon's got 9 points in the ball game as he goes to the line, shooting 2 with the Owls down by 8. 48-40, 12:47 to go in the game, and they had cut it to 2 when Danica made that big 5-point swing.
They got it to 1 actually, Don. I got it 41-40.
Timeout.
Wow. All right, there's a timeout. And with 12:47 still to go in the basketball game, Rutgers 48, the Temple Owls 40. Atlantic 10 basketball is brought to you in part by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? Well, the player of the week and the freshman of the week from Temple, Don.
No question. Mick Kilgore has really done a terrific job and really done I tell you, Joey Goldenberg prepared him well, and he's come on very, very well. And there you see the freshman of the week, Mick Kilgore, out of West Philadelphia. What a job he's done. We'll see a couple of scores here in just a second as well, as we'll update some of the games around, not only locally, but certainly Atlantic 10 games. As a big one down in Morgantown, West Virginia. There it is right there. 22-21 as we gave it to you a couple of moments ago. Penn State in Massachusetts, 40-37. The Nittany Lions lead that one. Here it is right now. The Nittany Lions 40-37 over the Minutemen of Massachusetts. The Dukes, the Iron Dukes of Duquesne, will come up here in just a second. And I think that one's 45-30. We'll wait till we see it on the screen, but I believe 45-30.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, Mark Macon made the first. I guess they're not going to put it up.
48-41. Rutgers on top, or the Owls trailing, depending on which way you're looking at the ball game. Macon, 42. 6 down.
Temple going to press a little bit
now. Yes, they will. I wondered why they hadn't done it sooner.
Atlantic Al has 21 points and 4 rebounds in this ball game. He averages 12.5 a game. Oh.
Savage lost it, took his eye off it.
Yes, he did. 9th turnover for the Knights. Temple has turned the ball over 12 times in this game. When was the last time a Temple Owl team in an Atlantic 10 game turned the ball over more than the opposition?
Got a lot of blocked shots, too. All right, Randolph and Kilgore and Macon running around with Vrieswick trying to get a screen. Loses the handle. Datica has it. Good move inside to Ward. No! And the big guy, Coswell, with the rebound. Don't swing the elbows.
Well, I'll tell you, Datica made the steal at the other end, then got down, got the ball in the hands of Ward for an easy layup, and he blew it.
Another turnover.
How Emery missed that shot.
Inside, Randolph. He got fouled, whacked by Anthony Duckett.
That gets 3 on Anthony.
5 on the team. Temple only has 1. Significant at the moment.
4 on Duckett. And look at the team fouls, Al. It is 5 team fouls for Rutgers, only 1 for Temple. This could be very, very significant. And here comes Tommy Everson back in the ball game.
Randolph goes to the line, and the Owls within 6. He gets a pair. 54% from the line.
From Brentwood, Long Island.
Well, he's due to make this one then.
Yep. My mother went to school in Brentwood, Long Island.
Is that right?
That is correct. 1 for 2.
Well, just like it says, 50% free throw shooter, and they're within.
There you see Eddie
5.
Jordan talking to Duckett right there. Duckett has 4 personal fouls, and that could come back as well.
What do we got? Whistle, call, elbow, Vrieswick. Second team foul on Temple. Vrieswick's second.
Vrieswick working against Carter and picking up his second for now. Vrieswick nails Carter again. Jerry Dunne, he says, hey, wait a minute here.
The Owls pressing. Savage turns it over. Macon has it. Macon to the basket. No, it was blocked. Oh, my. Kilgore missed it.
Wayne Coswell got it.
Wayne Coswell got it.
Well, we're back to
within 3. Savage. I think that's a travel. Yep. He claims he got hit, but the slide doesn't get you anywhere in this.
11 turnovers for the Knights, 13 turnovers for the Owls, and Tommy Savage has turned the ball over 3 of the last 4 times he's touched it.
Now, I think the Owls can press now. Still 11:27 running in the ball game, and Rutgers by 3.
Got to get the ball back to the weak side more quickly.
Macon, no. Long rebound. Randolph. To the basket. Yes. No. Coswell, no. Oh, my. Everson grabs it. Coswell grabbed him, and they separated.
Well, now Dwayne Coswell is going to pick up a foul. That's his third personal foul. So Duckett has 4. Dwayne Coswell has 3. Team foul number 2 against Temple. Make that 3 against Temple. Let's take a look now.
You got to make these shots. Donnie, that's 1. That's 2. You don't get another chance.
Everson comes in and picks it up, and there's the foul right there.
There's a turnover back to live action, picked up by Coswell. I think that's an elbow by Macon.
Offensive foul.
No question. Last time he tried it, he got away with it. This time, no. He has that tendency to stick the hand out. There's John wondering what's going on.
Third personal foul on Macon as he knocked Craig Carter
and
flat.
that'll be 4 on the team. So now that's not much of an advantage.
Everson goes out and Perry comes back in. He played very briefly in the first half. So Perry out there along with Tommy Savage, Carter, Datica, and now we're having a little...
Kilgore and Savage want to talk about it.
Yep.
Donahue is in there right now, and there's Bush Shapiro's. Come on, guys, play basketball. 10:49 left in the game, and it's 48-45. The Knights on top with the ball and Temple pressing.
26 turnovers in this game, 14-12. There's another one. 14-13.
Oh, my, yes, finally the follow by Randolph. Can you imagine Macon blowing that one? Impossible.
Back to 1 point
48-47.
9 points out for Sean Randolph, and
working hard, isn't it? See, the pressure's just getting to Rutgers.
6 rebounds to go along with the 9 points. This has been his most effective game of the year.
Datica
turns it over.
And a foul. Foul is on Randolph. That'll be 5. Each team with 5 now.
Well, we're going to be in the penalty.
Randolph's third. We're going to shoot a lot of free throws tonight.
Yep, we're going to come down the stretch with some free throws. Both teams have 5 team fouls. 1 point ball game. Rutgers ball left to right, and I'll tell you, this crowd's getting into it, Al.
Why not? Good ball game. They're good to watch. Not particularly well played. Shooting percentages are awful, but it's close. That's Carter swinging it over to Savage. I'd let him stay out there all night. I'd give him about 3-4 feet and just tell him to go. He's made what, 1 or 2? He's made none from outside.
No. Miles Dixon at the scoring table. He'll be checking in just a second.
Tipped by Braeswick. There's another turnover. And Macon has it.
14 all. 28 in the game.
The Owls with a chance to lead for the first time, and a whistle on the play and a push inside.
Perry.
I think Perry on Coswell. Yep. That'll be 16 fouls.
Young man from Freehold's going to pick this one up. You get a real good look at him. Of course, his brother Tim, an outstanding player for the Temple Owls, a first-round draft choice of the Phoenix Suns, and one of the most surprising teams under Cotton Fitzsimmons in the NBA this year.
How about that? Down in the Golden State Warriors playing with 4 guards and a forward.
What a great guy Cotton is. Couldn't happen to a better guy.
Kilgore for the lead. No.
Over the backboard and out of bounds. Look at Mark Macon waving everybody back now.
Wetzel's coaching tonight. And a blocking foul on Kilgore. That's all they're going to get.
Yep.
6 apiece now. Everything else after this, 1 and 1. 3 on Kilgore. Stupid foul. Pardon me. Shouldn't say that. Not a good foul.
No.
I mean, back there, you're not going to do anything to that. Betty Harden comes into the ball game.
So Michael Hart checks in there, and out goes Mick Kilgore with those 3 personal fouls, and now you take 1 shooting capability away. So 1 element that John likes on the floor is now on the bench. 13 straight, Al. The Temple Owls have defeated the Knights. They'd like to win this one before the home folks tonight. A nice crowd, too.
Yes. They had a 6-point win at McGonigal, but they were in control of the game most of the way. Give Sean Randolph credit for a block. Harden working with Macon. He wants the ball now. Mark wants to go down inside now. Okay.
When was the last time you saw Sean Randolph block a shot? How about that?
Braeswick for 3. No. And I think the Knights have done themselves in. 2 guys going after the ball. Knocked it out of bounds. Last touch by Emery Ward. And Braeswick will inbound. And the coaches are having a long night. 8:57 still to play in this ball game. And nothing decided yet. Rutgers 48, the Temple Owls 47. We'll be right back. Rutgers on top, led from the beginning. Travel arranged through Eastern. Some like it hot in this winter. Eastern has the hottest fares to the hottest destinations. Eastern to the Caribbean. It's the hottest ticking out of town. Are they going to get snow in Philadelphia tonight? Yes or no? Here's the replay.
Let's take a look now as you see Carter going down. Mike Breeswick has it, drops it in very, very nicely to Mark Macon. Macon lays it up, but misses it. But there's Sean Randolph with Billy Wendell just gave me that stat. Sean Randolph with 9 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. Also had the big block shot a moment ago. Temple Owls with a chance to lead out for the first time.
Harden? Nah, he won't take it. Not a chance. You double on him. You want to go low. They got a double low post. There it is. He's got it. Coswell had a guy behind him, and Randolph didn't see him. Harden on a drive. Traveled. You know, you're playing a high-low, and Coswell has it, and Randolph's all alone underneath. If you just turn around and see him, he's there.
15th turnover, Al.
Against the Owls?
Against the Owls. Blew another chance to take the lead.
And they still can't get the lead, and there's 8:24 and running in the ball game. Savage to the hoop. Elbows flying. Good block foul. Count the basket.
You know, it was only a matter of time before Savage came alive. He makes that one for 2. He's got himself. He had, that's a third personal foul on Mike Breeswick, and 10 points for Savage in this ball game with a chance for 11. Now you'll see him as he comes down. Great body control, puts it up off the glass, gets the basket, goes to the line. Third personal foul on Mike Breeswick, 17th foul on the Owls. 8:19 to go here in the second half, and Hamel additions. Tommy Savage on the line.
You know, one time it was 5-1 personal fouls in the team, and now it's the other way around, 7-6 Temple, and it's a 51-47 game. Turnover to Dixon. Yeah! Another turnover for the Owls. My goodness. 53-47.
Well, we saw them close it to 1, and then Danica score 5 points in a row. Now it's 53-47. They're up by 6 again as they score 5 again.
Breeswick from his distance. You get him inside, you know, 10, 11 feet. That's money in the bank. There's the score. 14 for Mike. Danica a little quiet at the moment. The Owls turning the ball over too many times tonight. Savage, yes or no? Oh, my.
3.
Home run. You keep him quiet for about a half, and suddenly he's got 14. And it's 56-49.
He doesn't average 21.5 points a game for nothing. He can score.
He was, what, 1 for 11 in the first half, huh?
1 for 14 at one time.
That's right. Harden, no. Got to bring it out. Use up some time.
20 seconds on the
want to
shot
do
clock.
that. Packing it in. Coswell goes to the hole. Good foul. That's his move.
Boy, he waited and waited and waited, and he got out about 2 feet too far. He's got 8 points in the ball game, Al, and normally he's in that 8 to 10 foot range. He was about 12 feet that time when he got it up. Watch this now. He sets up downstairs. He's about 4 or 5 feet out. Now he gets the ball. Now he likes to move right in there, but there's no room. They have him triple teamed and quadruple teamed, and look where he puts it up. Hits the shot and gets the foul, and Duckett fouled out of the ball game.
Dwayne, a 68% free throw shooter. Played with the Ram, and it's still a 5-point ball game with 6:48 and counting.
Duckett fouled out of this game with only 2 points. 56-51, Temple trails.
Well, the story of the game is turnovers no matter what happens.
Turnovers in Duckett and Savage.
Savage now, yeah.
Money players, no matter how badly they play, sometimes when it really counts, they're your men.
On a drive, Dixon, is he fouled? It'll be 1-1. Randolph. I got him with what, 4 now? Yep. And they're over the limit, of course, so it's 1-1. Going to the line is Miles Dixon.
Owls could ill afford to have Sean Randolph commit his 4th personal foul. Dixon, a 76% foul shooter, overcame a major surgery or shoulder injury last year, and
1-1. Long rebound to Coswell and whacked by Emery Ward. That'll be 1-1.
Well, we could hear that one up here, Al.
Yes,
there was no question about
it. That was a sound call.
Yep. Second personal foul on Ward. Now they're in the penalty, so we'll walk the length of the floor. John Chaney takes a seat.
John Chaney, next to the Shark out there in UNLV, has the best winning percentage of any active college coach.
I'll tell you, he's right there, and what a job he has done. So Dwayne Coswell in a 1-on-1 situation. The Owls down by 5, 6:19 to go, Al.
56-52.
The Cos is a 68% foul shooter. He came into the game 65 for 95.
Got 9 tonight.
It's too hard.
4-point ball game. 6 minutes and 16 and running. Surprised the Owls aren't pressing again, but I'm sure they'll get to it.
I don't think they want any more fouls. They're over the penalty now.
West Virginia up 34-23 with 15 minutes left against St. Joe. I didn't expect that halftime. Statica, no, and a long rebound. The advantage. Staying out there. Inside move and no, but a foul. Perry went for it. And what are we going to call? Goaltending.
Goaltending.
On Coswell.
Dwayne Coswell will be called for the goaltending. Spot the 2 points. 58-52. Rutgers leads by 2. Watch the move now. Nice shovel pass off to Perry, and there's where they tap the ball on the rim, and they get the call.
As we come back to live action, a whistle on the play. What's the call? All right.
I was looking at the replay. I didn't see
I saw it. I didn't see what was going on down there. I guess maybe they wanted Rutgers to give Temple a little more room to inbound the ball. 58-52, 5:39 left.
Well, I'll tell you, that was really obvious in the Villanova game a couple of weeks ago.
Driving Macon, hop, skip, and a jump, and no, and a rebound, no, and a block. Oh boy, Miles Dixon off the block, 60-52. The Owls have the advantage, 3-on-2.
Back to 8 points, Al.
Yep. Got it to within one twice, down by 14 in the first half. 5 minutes left in the ball game. Inside. Macon. Assist to Coswell, 60-54. Macon with 13.
Nice pass by Dwayne Coswell that time. He gave a little hook pass right into the paint. Nice move.
Datica working with Dixon. Savage open. Oh, he wanted it, didn't he?
There it is. 3-pointer, Al.
Yeah, he's feeling it now. 63-54, 17 for Savage. Coming to life in the second half. Going to the hole, Randolph. Oh, no. Oh, my. That's a half a dozen that the Owls have flown underneath tonight.
11 points for Savage in the second half.
Turnovers and shooting percentage. The crowd warms to this one. So close and so far. Now they got another road to climb. 9 down.
4 minutes to go. They're going to use that clock as much as they can now.
Datica. I think you give a block there to Kilgore or Randolph, one or the other. Turnover. Turnover 15. And the Owls have had what, 16? 31 turnovers in the ball game. But the 9-point differential is what counts inside to Coswell. They double him up, so Kilgore, no? Randolph, his best night, may not be enough. 63-56.
11 points for Sean Randolph. Crowd wants a foul, no foul there.
Savage to the basket. And foul!
That might be the end of Sean Randolph, too. That may be number 5 on Sean Randolph if he puts up a 2 and a 1. Sean Randolph will be gone as well. Duckett's already fouled out of the ball game. Now they're going to give it to Coswell, I believe.
3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the ball game, and the Knights are leading 65-56.
I think we got a timeout, Al.
We do. Very impressive, huh? 1 for 12 and then 5 for 9. A couple of those were home runs. The Owls get it to within one twice and can't survive. Well, they've got 3:15 to come back in. Not much time to, with that 45-second clock, I would assume now that Wenzel's probably figuring, hey, no more of that. Hold on to it.
That was Sean Randolph, Al.
We'll be right back. Well, you're looking at Mark Macon. The Temple Owls got a problem. Randolph having his best game, fouled out. Rutgers on top 65-56. And no matter how much the Owls try, twice you get within 1 point, and then suddenly it explodes and they're facing the other direction. Datica one time, Savage the next time.
Well, they're the only two starters that scored here in the second half, Al. Dixon has one basket and Perry has one basket, but it has been Tommy Savage and, of course, Datica that have done all the work right now. And I'll tell you, when you look up and you look at those numbers, there they are, 19. You look at the average we've been talking about at 20.1. He only had 6 in the first half, but score is score. And he has really taken over this game in the second half.
Rebound at Coswell. The Owls got to do it now. Down by 9, 3:10 left.
Bob Wenzel has just done a terrific job of preparing his team.
Boy, they played excellent defense, and every pass has been contested. Anything inside at all. Got their hands on a lot of stuff. Of course, the turnover. Jerome, yeah.
Al, the best really the best three-point shooter, best shooter on the entire Temple Owl team, in all honesty, and Jerome comes in and hits the first shot.
65-59, pressure by Macon on Datica. And we got a foul here, either Macon or Dowdell.
Macon, I believe, and that's 4 on him.
4 Macon and 1 and 1 at the line.
And if it puts Datica on the line, you're looking at the best foul shooter. 21 points for Datica as he goes to the line, and he is an 83% foul shooter in a 1-on-1 situation with his club leading by 6.
A couple of Jersey kids, Rich Datica from Elmwood High School and Tom Savage from Ewing and Trenton.
Yes, indeed.
So that's what they were hoping for, homegrown kids to make the program go here at Rutgers. Another nail, 66-59, and time says 2:32. And John's got to hope for something.
Oh, he drained those two, did he?
Yep.
8-point lead.
The Knights coming into the ballgame with a record of 12-12, 10-5 in the Atlantic 10. The Owls 15-9. This would be their third loss, 13-3 in the Atlantic 10. And a tough one because you play West Virginia Sunday. Doesn't mean anything. What is it? Temple ball.
Savage trying to get a little help with the officials right there as he talked to Dick Lynch and also Jerry Dunny, but he didn't get it.
Significance of this one is I think the Owls got to win the Atlantic 10 playoff now and go to the NCAA.
We talked about it at the top. It's a very, very big game for Temple. No question about that. Jerome Dowdell makes it. There's the foul on Savage. Savage picks up the foul.
But Kilgore missed about a 5-footer.
Second personal foul on Savage, and normally he's a player that is in foul trouble because, as you indicated, Al, he lowers that shoulder as he takes the baseline. And tonight he's been away from the foul area, and he's in great shape with only 2. And Jerome Dowdell will go to the line. Jerome hasn't had much opportunity to shoot fouls. He's 2 for 3 on the season, 66.7%.
Slapped away.
2 minutes to go in the game. 8-point lead.
Going to explode. The Scarlet Knights keep it up. Datica, good move. It's good. That just about does it. 69-59, a 10-point lead. Datica with 25.
They've been waiting a long time.
And it's over.
They've been
13
waiting.
straight games that Rutgers has lost to the Temple Owls.
What a nice coaching job by Bob Wenzel tonight.
Coswell. A little bit too late, however. 69-61. Dwayne's got 11. And a timeout's been called. Well, with 1:31 to go, not much to talk about, guys. We'll be back in a moment, however, and do something.
I'm Sam Graham of St. Bonaventure University. Drugs are for losers. Be a winner. Just say no.
A message from the Atlantic 10 Conference.
Don, the Atlantic 10 will have its playoff at the Palestra, at least the preliminary games.
Absolutely right, and then it's the home floor of the team that has the best record, and You see it right there, March 4th through 6th, the first 3 rounds at the Palestra in Philadelphia. March 9th, the championship game, and right now you'd have to concede that to the team that's won 22 in a row and on the way to winning the 23rd against St. Joe tonight in Morgantown, West Virginia. They will have 23 consecutive wins, Al.
Dedeka, by the way, has a career high tonight, and I think there's a blocking foul on Macon. He's out of the ball game. He's gone.
He's gone.
Just a matter of how many now. 5 on Macon, and Savage goes to the line. I still don't like the way he drops the shoulder, and I'm sure John's saying the same thing. But a block is a block. 13 points for Macon, and he's gone.
13 points for Mark Macon off the game at UNLV, and trying to come back here at the rack in New Brunswick tonight, and actually in Piscataway, New Jersey, and not able to do it as the Temple Owls trail by 8, 69-61, and they'll see the Knights on the line. I'll tell you, Tommy Savage is going to be over that per game average now, I would think.
Can you imagine starting 1 for 11 and then coming out like he came out in the second half?
1 for 14, he still came on.
Dedeka with a career. What are the shooting percentages? Billy gives me a quick one. The Owls 41% and Rutgers 45%.
There he is, 20 on the nose. He had 6 at halftime, Al. He fought for those 6. He's got 14 in the second half and climbing. There you are, free throws, 6 for 7.
Temple has made 14 baskets. Can you imagine that? They've missed about 10 layups. 71-61. It was not a good night for the Owl, but hey, give Rutgers credit. Played excellent defense, caused a lot of turnovers. Harden inside to Coswell. No, foul before he took the shot. Doesn't make any difference. Going to go to the line. Gets 1 and 1 or 2 shots. What's it going to be? 1 and 1.
John Chaney there studying as he wipes there's Bob Wenzel, and once again we'll repeat, Bob got his 100th win at St. Joe at the Fieldhouse on Monday night, and in his career he won 88 and lost 84 at Jacksonville. Was an assistant with the New Jersey Nets when he was asked to interview for this job, and he will go over the 500 mark here at Rutgers, 13 and 12 after winning this one tonight.
Jump. First jump ball of the night. The arrow points, not really.
Rutgers.
The arrow points Rutgers. 10-point lead. The Owls down by 14 in the first half. Twice getting within 1. It couldn't get over the hump.
Now that's a team that is going to be over 500 at 13 and 12 and 11 and 5 in the Atlantic 10. Bob has really done a job.
The Owls just going to create the fouls here, and that's Frieswick and or Coswell.
Yeah, I think you're right the first time. Bree's going to pick up his 4th.
1 minute exactly remaining in the ball game, which has already been decided. 10-point lead, and going to the line will be Craig Carter.
Craig Carter's a 70% foul shooter, averages 9 points a ball game, and here's a guard that has only taken 2 3-point shots all season. Al, he likes to play inside, and we talked about him posting up a little bit ago, and just doesn't like to shoot the ball from the outside, and there's the reason why.
71-61. Dowdell missed. Harden makes it. 3. 71-64. Dedeka. All they got to do is hold on to the ball now. The shot clock is off. 34 left in the game. Reaching in for Kilgore. Savage goes to the line.
That was the first points of the game for Michael Harden, that 3-pointer, and Kilgore's 4th personal foul. And there goes our man back to the line again, and you call that a go-to. 52-38 in the second half. West Virginia can clinch the A-10 title with a win tonight. They'll be coming into the McGonigal Hall on Sunday night. We give a little plug to WCAU Radio. We'll have that game for you at 8 o'clock on Sunday night.
Hey, Don Anderson, 10 to midnight, any night on WCAU Radio, Monday through Friday. 72-64. Interesting guests.
20.
Pointed comments.
22 points for Mr. Savage.
Yes, sir.
6 at halftime.
23 points for Mr. Savage. 73-64. Braeswick for 3. Savage with a rebound and a foul on Dowdell. Well, it just extends the time here. Tell them we're backed up to the network at 9, however, so, make tracks, right?
We're going to be out of here quickly because at 9 o'clock, CBS has a lot of big information they got to bring our
Yes,
way.
and heavy money on those commercials.
Yes, they do.
There's the coach we've been telling you about, Bobby Wetzel, the first alum to ever get the job here. John Chaney we know about. Wetzel is an assistant at Utah, Yale, Duke, South Carolina, coached at Jacksonville, assisted with Dave Wohl at the Nets. He's been around. He earned his job. 74-64.
Also was part of that tremendous Duke team that they're doing a book on, along with Mike Jaminski. He had that embolism, and they had to operate on him. It was really unbelievable, and he's come back all the way.
75-64. A huge win for the Scarlet Knights in their program. 25 points for Datica. Savage has got how many, Donnie?
25 also. Both have 25.
Well, that's 50 out of the 75. Savage still in there with a rebound. Datica. Lead feed. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Goaltender.
Carter, but he gets better for the bucket. 77-64.
Look at these people. Look at Bob Wetzel right
They're
now.
loving it.
He's high-fiving them now. Woo!
Harden, no, 3-2. Whistle at 1. No, they're going to go 0-0. There it is. Final score. Rutgers 77, Temple 64. A night for two guys from Jersey, Rich Datica and Tom Savage, with 25 apiece. Big win for Rutgers. Tough loss for the Owls, because now it puts them at 15-10 and absolutely requires that they can beat West Virginia in the Atlantic 10 playoffs. We'll be back, wrap it right after this. The frustration is over for the Scarlet Knights after 13 straight losses to the Temple Owls. They knock them off tonight 77-64. Temple dug the hole early, down by 14, got to within 1, down by 10, get to within 1. But two guys had it all tonight for the Rutgers Knights.
No question about that, Al. Datica and Tommy Savage winding up with 25 each. Datica really got them off. He hit the first shot of the ball game, a three-pointer just down to our right now as we look at it. And he really got them going, got the crowd into the ball game very, very quickly. And Tommy Savage just couldn't get off. He was 1 for 14, had 6 points at halftime, wound up with 25 points in the game, as did Datica.
Defensively, you got to give Rutgers a lot of credit, because they were denying all of the entry passes. They got their hands up. They got their fingers on the ball a few times. The Owls were blowing the layups. But to the credit of Rutgers, they forced the Owls into an outside game that they weren't prepared for. And then when Temple finally went inside, they were blowing the layup. So if you don't make the one-footers, you're not going to win basketball games.
And you also have to mention turnovers. We talked about it so many times. The Temple Owls have averaged 9 turnovers over the last 4 years as the Temple Owl program. It didn't work out here at the Rutgers Athletic Complex, the Rutgers Athletic Center tonight, as all of a sudden they were turning the ball over repeatedly and coming up on the short side.
All right, that does it for Don Henderson, and Billy Wardell is keeping our stats, and for Ron Burke, who's back there, going to be doing the sports at 11 o'clock. This is Al Meltzer from Piscataway, New Jersey. Thanks for watching, everybody.